So much of a great team for today's content since we're using an ABA team style having one flyer up in front, one flyer at the back while our main star is gonna be Dragonite. So this team is gonna be pretty good overall because it can pressure the opponent so much not only with the fast attacks but at the same time with those charged ones since you can get those shields out of play pretty easily, eventually landing a nuke or two against your opponents. So with that said, now cue the intro. Let's begin today's content with our Shadow Dragonite leading the team. So as you can see here, we're having a Mountain up against us. This is not the greatest lead ever, absolutely a bad one, but this is what I enjoy about my Dragonite up in front. Whenever you have a neutral or at least a kinda bad lead for you, you can still farm them down by sacrificing two shields. That's why Shadow mode on Dragonite is absolutely clutch, especially under shielding. And of course, you can consider what you need to do right after because you're gonna have the switch advantage most of the times. So over here now, Medicham is coming into the game. This is absolutely wonderful for our Skarmory, and I'm just gonna go all in here to finish it off as much as I can and as soon as I can because this Pokemon is really warming up its attack stat. So down they go eventually. This is absolutely awesome for us. Now Mountain returns into the game, and of course we're gonna have a much safer environment over here with our Skarmory because I have a feeling that we can still farm down in the process. Just gonna press my Brave Bird on whatever follows, but as it seems perhaps they're getting severely weak over here to my Skarmory, so we're just gonna get this victory by forcing them to back out from this battle without them seeing my Galarian Stunfisk. So into the next battle now with another bad lead, this time up against the Hypno. Even the Thunder Punch is gonna hurt us a lot, especially after those confusions being registered, but we still managed to catch on our Stunfisk. This is looking absolutely wonderful for us. Now in the process we managed to get the Earthquake on their side and the Venusaur, which is something that I do not like at all because my other two Pokemon can severely wall down this Venusaur, but it is what it is. Now Dragonite can easily return to the battle, not sacrificing a single shield, and still reach here to the complete farm down and the first Dragon Claw to get the shield out of play. Stunfisk goes in, and I'm just gonna go ahead and throw here my Dragon Claw because this is not the Galarian but instead the one from Unova, which means that we can easily go ahead throw the Dragon Claws for the same amount of damage, pretty much or less. So here comes now my Skarmory, and I have a feeling that I will need my shields here no matter what because this Pokemon is a severe counter to my Skarmory, but since they have no shields at all, I can easily reach here to that Brave Bird, and with the combination of the previous Dragon Claw we managed to finish it off right on time, and one more move to secure the victory up against the Hypno will emerge as a perfect closer for our team for that Skarmory. Into the next battle now with a Dugong up in front. This is obviously one of the worst leads that you can get, and you need to switch out to your Galarian Stunfisk. Dugong is gonna be a severe counter to this team because of its ability to do neutral damage even to our backline. Nevertheless, we're having a very bad lead anyways, and as you can see here, a very bad switch as well. Hopefully we took a shield out of play, and after the close combat we might actually be in a very good spot by completely farming them down. Leaf Blade here can easily be taken, and one more is coming off to drop us severely low. So down they go, and before that second Ice Art is registered with its damage, I will try to switch out to my Skarmory and see how they respond. So at this point they have a Skarmory of their own, so what I want to do is to go ahead and push for that Brave Bird because this is a Shadow Skarmory, so perhaps with a double Brave Bird we might actually be able to finish them off in time. But at this point they still have that final shield remaining, and unfortunately for us we are not looking that great at this point. Doesn't matter, able to farm each other down at the same time. We got the superpower, but look at that trainers, they still have the shield, and down down we go to that final ice art. Well played to my opponent, absolutely maintained that lead advantage for sure. And of course now we're having the Battle of the Dragons, and we both had the same thing in mind to try and catch that charge attack on our safe switch. However, we got kind of a better safe switch here with that Earthquake to one-shot down the Drapion. Let's go trainers, down goes Drapion in an amazing one-shot, and now let's see how they want to respond. At the very end they got the Skeletons and I start lagging a lot. I don't know what the issue is sometimes with Go Battle League, it really happens in a very weird manner, and now that we can easily survive the following Incinerate, I'm just gonna drop my dragon into the game. I know that I need to reach to another Dragon Claw, but to my surprise they managed to farm down. Things aren't looking that great for me right now, however we got 2 shields while they have 0, and perhaps this is gonna be the main key scenario for our victory. So now with Dragonair returning into the game, they throw the Body Slam here, which is an arguably bad decision, but still even if that was gonna be an Aqua Tail, we could still survive and still reach to that Brave Bird and grab the victory no matter what. What a great battle that was, and now let's keep going up against a Leaky Tank. Both of these Pokemon will require some shields in order to be useful and win that lead advantage. But as you're gonna see in a while, well, we need to go ahead and start throwing the nukes, but instead I throw the Dragon Claw here, and this is a crucial mistake. So at this point we managed to catch the Body Slam on our Galarian Stunfisk, and hopefully we do that in success, because otherwise we could be in a pickle. Anyways, Annihilate now with the Night Slash, we can easily survive one while we can still reach now to that Earthquake for a little bit of extra damage on their end. Eventually though they can easily farm down no matter what, but we're both even on shields. So at this point, if they block, which they do over here, this is absolutely a big block for me, because we can let that move go through and now rely completely on our Skarmory for the end game. I know that this is kind of RPS because we need to rely once again on the final Pokemon, but sometimes you gotta read opponents' team lines, because as it seems they might be having another fighter. However, out of nowhere emerges a Wigglytuff, which is absolutely great news for me. One Brave Bird to destroy them down. As soon as I see that Annihilate come into the fight, I will drop my Sky Attack on them, and now with Lickitung returning to the battle, they are energy dry, so we can easily farm down without spending any sweat at all. Now with Venusaur up in front, this is obviously a very good lead for us, and in the switch we're meeting up with Skarmory. This gives me some time to overcharge on my Dragonite while I have a very nice counter pick to theirs. So we kinda completely hold them down here, but let's see how the battle is gonna end, because I have a feeling this is not gonna end that well, if I remember the correct battle at least. Anyways, so I can charge up so much energy here. Another Rock Slide is imminent, so that even if they hit us with that Brave Bird, we can still survive. However, they're kinda getting on the right track by switching out to the Venusaur. They know that it might be no threat at all to my team since I have the Dragonite, so they sacrifice it for the greater good, and over here they manage to get a shield out of my game. So it doesn't matter, we still have one more remaining. Dragon Claw now on the final Pokemon, it ends up being a Greninja, and of course we can start going for the Dragon Claw, then the Superpower, and one more Superpower before they farm us down, even though we have the debuff. I'm pretty sure that we can one-shot this Pokemon down, so yeah, we're gonna take another big victory with Dragonite over here. Into the final one now with a Shadow Gligar. This Pokemon is always a menace for my Dragonite, because even the RLAs is just gonna destroy us down, and in the switch we're meeting up with the Lantern, having the energy advantage on our Dragonite because we banked that energy, but at the same time they have gotten a shield out of our game, which is kind of a big matter, to be honest. Anyways, we still managed to farm down no matter what here, and this is why I enjoy using Galarian Stunfisk in this exact meta of Great League. So they happen to return into the battle with that Lickitung. We can charge up to the Earthquake, throw the move, no Gligar up against our Stunfisk, excuse me, and now Lickitung has to go ahead and face the wrath of my Skarmory. as it seems they're kinda weak to Skarmory over here because Lantern was the only clear check to my Pokemon, and as you can see this team is both an AB-A team style with a flyer up in front, a flyer at the back, but also an AB-B team style with a dragon type up in front and double steel at the back. So over here I have a feeling that all I need to do is to go ahead and completely farm down with the fast attacks. So Dig can easily be taken while we can easily at the same time farm down with those Shadow Dragon Breaths. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for sticking around till the end. It really means a lot. Before you go, like the video and leave a huge comment in the comment section to have a conversation about today's content or whatever else you would like to share with your own words. So thank you for watching once again, trainers, and I hope to catch you all up into the next one.